You can use any @nioga.org account to do a scan to send through email, which is great. You do need a device of some sort that does have a camera on it. I'm going to use my phone, and but as long as you're signed into your @nioga.org, it could be reports@nioga.org. As long as you're signed into that account, you can actually use Google Drive to do scanning. So let me show you right quick. Once you're signed into your account, what I'm going to do is we're going to find Google Drive first. So when I find it, just to get it on camera there it is. Never mind the scratches. I'm going to open that up, and it'll have a whole listing of items that are there. But what is really important is the plus sign here. So what I'm going to do is tap the plus sign. And when I tap the plus sign, I get the opportunity to do a scan. Now, what they've done with the scan is very nice. You can scan multiple images. I'm not sure if this is going to show up on the camera, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is tap where it says scan within Drive. As soon as I do that, actually, it will say searching for documents, and it'll say put the document in the viewer. Believe it or not, just by holding that up like that, it did scan it. Now I could flip it over, but it is there, and it will say it will want to continue to scan, so you can do multiple items. So even now that I'm talking a little bit, taking kind of a short break, let me flip this over and see if it'll scan again. And it did it just like that. So now I have 2 items that I've scanned, and I'm going to press the little arrow here. When I press the arrow, actually, if you can see, well, it's difficult to see, but that's one side, and this was the other of a scan. So now that I'm happy with the scan, I'm going to go to next. If I'm unhappy, I can discard the scan and do it again. But here's the really cool thing with Google is with the scanning, it's included in your @nioga.org account. Is that once you scan something, you get the chance to rename it. So you can name the scan something that makes sense to you, something that's will make sense to people you're sharing it with. But you notice here too, you actually get the chance to save it either as a PDF or the JPEG. You'd want to save it as a PDF. It makes it easier to email. It's very user friendly. When I'm actually done with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the upload button here. So hang on a second. So those names become very important because it makes it easier to search in Drive if you need to. However, it should come up as the first item in your Drive. And when you want to actually email it or share it, what you're doing is you're actually sharing a access in the Google Drive. So from here, I'm going to go to the 3 little dots that indicate more. It's our hamburger menu. What I'm going to do is go directly to share, and then I'm going to fill in whatever email addresses I would like to share to, right? And so it says share to people or groups. And when you fill that out, your little paper airplane over here will be lit up, and you can send it to that person. So this is a very, very easy way to scan items. They've done a ton of stuff where, like I said, you can scan multiple. So if you have the back of the book, the front of the book, the back of the book, the front of a book, and you wanted to just kind of keep moving that along, Google will allow you to scan those items. And you can scan them again directly because the nioga.org email is managed through Google. We have access to it. So certainly, if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.